All right, welcome to our Victorious podcast, first episode, and I got our two main guests right here, sitting straight across from me. We got Sapphire, aka Sapphire Inspires. We're here in her sweat shed, aka her comfort zone for everybody.
Yeah.
Saph, what up, girl?
Hello, Sapphire. Welcome to my comfort zone. Come in.
How you feeling?
Good. Nervous, but good.
Yeah,
Good.
me too. Sitting right next to you, we have Mr. Victorious himself, founder of Victorious Health and Fitness, head trainer of Victorious Health and Fitness, and just a general all-around nice guy.
Yes, I like the intro.
What up?
What up? It's good to be here. Nervous.
So,
I like that welcome.
all right.
Good guy.
Good start. So, first episode, just to give our listeners a little bit of a background. Every Thursday we come together here at Saph's place. They're usually training when I rock up. I just bust out the camera and get some photos, get some videos, and we use that for marketing, right? For Victorious. Then, once they're done training, we actually film them recording their own content. So they're telling their story, they're giving advice, and they're just trying to drop value for our audience. So, first question, what's it been like sharing that kind of personal stuff and, having to learn scripts and jump in front of the camera?
For me, it's been like intense because it's not like I've never done anything like this before. Like I've done performing arts, that's different because I'm in a group and I'm, can hide. But with the camera so close to your face and all that stuff, and also talking about things that I've kind of like leaving in the past has brought up some old memories for me. But it's actually been good because I see how many people it inspires, I see how many people it's helping, so it motivated me to carry on with it.
Yeah, because you've really opened up. You've really opened up. It seems like you've put everything out there.
Yes. It's been good.
That's what I think is so powerful though, because a lot of people resonate with that.
Yes.
It's not just saying, look at me, I've lost 7 kgs. You're like, this is what I had to go through.
Yes, it's been a long road, but I'm getting there, and it's fun.
And I think the thing is that when the videos that you've been putting up, people haven't just been talking about your transformations, they've been talking about the way you speak now.
Yeah. Now they're like, can you shut up? No.
But they're like, oh damn, Saph, man, you've come so far with the way you speak and the way the words come out, blah blah.
It's been good.
Cool.
What's it like getting that kind of feedback?
It's awkward. I get a little awkward with compliments. I always have I'm just oh, thank you. Like I don't know how to take it, but it's been good. It's been a good road. Growing.
How about you, Vic? How's it been for you learning scripts and learning tonalities and stuff like that?
It's been challenging, but I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted, like, for some reason, like, it's out of it now, like this time in my life, I never was into like writing, like making words pretty or the way that you speak. I didn't find that cool. But now, bro, I find that pretty sexy, eh? Like I had a script the other day. I'll share a story. Like Logan we wrote a script together, and then I got my partner to help me like make it a little bit more professional.
Yeah.
And then the way she wrote it up, I looked at it and I was like, fuck, that's sexy. But then I really thought about it. I was like, fuck, well, I'm actually saying like, a script looks sexy.
Yeah.
But I'm really enjoying it. It's challenging, but it's helping me grow just in every aspect of life.
Yeah, and you've come a long way too. Both of you guys have, like, from the very first time I look at your old videos to now, like you said, you're a Mac Daddy now. Like, it's vain. Okay, so what we want to do with this podcast is we want to, just share with everybody a little bit about the Victorious journey, like behind the scenes, kind of marketing and business and stuff like that. Also to give them a bit of advice and just tips with their health and fitness journey, and then just some whatever comes up type stuff. Cool. So I got a few questions here today. Let's start with just getting started. So on my own journey, and from what I've noticed about people around me, it's so hard to just get started, like in a health and fitness journey, right? People are always saying, I'm gonna start Monday. Monday comes and eating pizza or drinking beer.
Yep.
Then it always for some reason it's always I'll start Monday. Saying that for ages, What's your guys' advice? Like in your experience, your own personal experience, and also working with clients,
Yeah.
what's the best way for people to just get started?
I would say, like, just making that conscious decision to start is a big thing. And then, like, if you have to start again every single day, start again every single day. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I do that. So in the morning I wake up and I'm like, okay, today's the day. I'm going to get this done. And I make that plan every single day. It's not like I started on Monday, I can't stuff up all through the week. But when I do stuff up, I make sure that I carry on. I don't stop, because then, that's the start all over again on Monday. That kind of starts.
So every day because that's kind of what I do. Like when I say I'm going to start Monday, and I get fully mentally prepared, like Monday's the day, Monday's the day. So you're doing that every single day.
So why not do it every day? Like, why waste the rest of your week when you could actually just start the next day? It doesn't have to be a Monday thing.
That's solid. That's really good advice. How about you, Vic?
Just getting started. I think you got to just make that decision, and the more you put it off, the deeper you fall into not being happy.
Yeah.
Like, I sort of got a little bit of a story. I was exactly the same. Like it took me 5 years to complete a 1 year certificate in fitness.
Yeah.
Because I had all those things in my mind that I wasn't good enough. I didn't look like a personal trainer. I can't be successful in that, because all those thoughts that were going in my mind, and
like comparing myself,
100%. And I just kept falling deeper and deeper into just being unhappy and I guess depressed. And it came to a point where I was so depressed, I was so freaking in a dark place that that was the time I knew I had to get started. And you don't want to leave it that long.
And I think a lot of people do that, bro. Comparing themselves, and that puts them off, because their confidence is low.
Yeah.
Like they want to start, but they're already thinking, I can't do it.
Yeah. And the longer you keep on putting it off, man, the deeper you're just gonna get into. The harder it's gonna be to lift yourself back up.
So jump in.
Yeah, just jump in. And one thing that really helped me was that I guess helps everyone in Victorious is you gotta be around people that are on the same mission as you.
Yes.
And you gotta be around people that are on the same mission as you, that are gonna encourage you and push you all the way to the end. And we tell everyone, getting started is the hardest.
Yeah.
Once you get started and you're in that environment, boom, sky's the limit.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's my advice I would give to people of just getting started.
So try to get around people. Try to get around people that are on the same mission as you, so that you can feel the energy and motivation from them.
Yeah.
What's the best way to do that? To just get around the right kind of people?
I guess you just got to find you just got to find a platform or something that is something that you want to do. There's heaps out there, whatever it is you want to do. And for example, at Victorious, our tool is health and fitness. Like whether you don't want to do health, whether you don't want to get fit, you want to want to start your dream career. We use health and fitness to make you believe that you can do that.
It's like a mind thing, eh?
Yeah.
As well as training.
And did you do the same thing, Steph, when you started your journey? Surrounded yourself with...
No, I didn't. But I probably would have progressed a lot quicker had I did that. But I didn't. I stayed in my comfort zone. That's also because I chose to do something that I didn't like. Like I chose running, and I didn't want anybody to see that really. So I did that. That's how I started my journey, running. But for someone else, I would suggest doing something that they're really good at. So if they're strong, I would suggest doing weights to give you that confidence boost, so you can stick at it.
But I've seen videos of you, old school videos. I've seen videos of you and you're training with Jules in nearly every video.
I would train with my sister for sure.
So is that kind of the same thing? Like you got together with somebody on the same mission?
Yeah, it is, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, solid. Okay, cool. So once people have gotten over that, getting started thing, and they actually do get started, the next thing that happens is, once you're a week in or a couple weeks in, you start to get these I'm craving chocolate today, or man, I'm super hungry because I haven't eaten all day and I've got nothing prepared.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Macca's right there. Let me just pull in. What's your advice when it comes to that stuff?
Mine would be, and it might differ, but I would things are gonna happen. You're gonna have cheats, and you're gonna have a treat here and there. Especially, you got to live life as well.
Yeah.
So if you are finding yourself in that situation, I would suggest just having it, but not as much as you usually have. Just, small amounts. It's about portion control, because like having healthy diet is like a good example for your whole family as well. Like you don't want your kids to think, you got to starve yourself to look like this. That's not what I want. So we still have McDonald's, we still have that stuff, just not as often and not as much.
Yep. And that's another thing, because once people actually do, like if they do pull into the McDonald's and they've been going for 2 weeks, they're just like, I ruined it.
And they stop.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
That's the main thing that gets you down, is you think you've failed, your mind starts telling you, you're not good enough, you can't even do it, you can't even last a week, and then you stop. But the thing, you got to break free from that. Once you break free from that, you realize how strong your body is compared to your mind.
And that's what when you said that, being able to have McDonald's and straight after go, sweet, I'm back on my jump back on the wagon. But that's hard. And when you get to that stage, man, you know you're growing mentally.
Yeah, sure.
You're not in that state, you're not in that mindset anymore that you're like, oh man, I've ruined it. I had one chip, I had 2 chips, I've ruined it. But hey, use those 2 chips for fuel to freaking go extra hard at your next workout, or
that's it.
Yeah. And so would you guys then recommend that like you actually plan, like, because just from listening to you guys in the past, usually 2 weeks is around us when people come in brand new. 2 weeks is around the time when they start to like, drift off a little bit. Would you guys recommend actually like scheduling like on this 2 week time?
I just like every now and then things happen and things change. Sometimes you're out and you don't have your prep meals or whatever. Things are going to happen. Just be prepared for when they happen. So just always be prepared for it.
Things are going to happen. We want to plan to not have McDonald's, but if things happen, and just don't beat yourself up about it. And like Seth was saying, just have the healthier option, or just don't have as much.
The next thing I want to talk about is a mental block that I know comes up for everyone, right? And it's about comparing ourselves to others. So, and honestly, I get this in everything that I do, not just like health and fitness, even when it comes to business and marketing and stuff like that. I see other people and I'm like, flip, like, and sometimes it's not even like consciously comparing myself. I just like start to get a little bit jealous. So I look at you two, right? And you guys are both in great shape and you're always trained every single day, no matter what. Do you guys at all suffer from that comparing yourself to others? And do you have any advice for us normal people?
I do. I suffer from it. Not hard out, but in some, not really health and fitness, but in like, I guess, business wise, or people doing the same thing as what we're doing. But my first thing I do when I do start to feel like that way about that certain thing is I just unfollow it, or I just block it out. For example, if there was something on Facebook that I'm getting a bad feeling from, but I just unfollow it.
And so you just squash it.
Squash it. Boom. See you later. And then it's just like that. I don't see it anymore. I don't get that feeling.
You see if he unfollows me.
but not hard out. I don't get that heaps, But also if I do find things like that, I flip it. I use it to inspire me. I actually do that. That was actually, to be honest, that was the old me when I used to unfollow stuff. I don't unfollow it because I don't unfollow it because I'm feeling jealous or anything. I just unfollow it because I'm wasting my time.
Yes.
It's a time waster. It doesn't benefit me in any way.
Because it actually takes so much freaking energy out of you, eh?
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's probably the main thing. I don't do it because I'm jealous or anything. I just do it because it's just wasting my time and it's not making me grow or anything. So, see you later. But now I flip it. So I use it to inspire me.
Yeah, how do you do that?
I just feel like I do it now because I've built something for so long that like I'm not gonna let anything get in my way of just not being successful, because I put so much hard work in the last 3 years. I actually had this person message me on Facebook the other day, 2 days ago, and she asked me, how do you keep so motivated? You're in lockdown, how do you motivate yourself? And I told her the exact same thing. Okay, because I built something for free, I've been working my ass off for 3 years, and man, I ain't gonna let my hard work go to waste. You know, I ain't gonna let someone else or another business or anything overtake me. And that's why I say about Saph, since Saph's come in the picture now, you know, and she's got this big following and stuff, I could be jealous of Saph, you know, but I've used her to inspire me because, you know, her brand is freaking massive. I guess it's like, it's bigger than what mine is. That's how I see it, but I ain't gonna let her overtake me in a good competition. And I'm gonna push Saph to be the best person she can ever be in life. But you know, yeah, there's someone like Saph, like she's really inspired me. You know, she's come in my circle now, you know, and she's booming. I could be like, oh fuck,
Get out of my circle.
Get out of my circle. But I wanted to come because it's pushed me to be the best version I can be.
That's a really great way to look at it.
Yeah.
So, and you touched on something that I might touch on after this. So, Saph, how about you?
For comparing? So at the beginning, I've come a long way with that. So at the beginning, I was really bad for it. I would compare myself to everybody. And that's why I had to stay in my comfort zone, because I didn't want to see any of that. I needed to focus on me. And that's how I did it. But now, like, I use it like when I'm training with other people, whether we're at the same fitness level or one, you know, I'm a bit higher or I'm a bit fitter or the other one's a bit fitter. I use that. So if it's the other person is fitter, I use that to motivate me to keep up. Whereas if it's someone that's behind me, I use that as motivation to keep going because they are watching me. Like I've flipped it around so that it's just fuel for me now.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing as Vic. You're just looking at it differently.
Yeah. Hard up. It's so true.
Do you have to? But you used to compare.
Yeah.
You shared a story with us before.
Yeah, for sure.
You used to compare. So how did you change that?
I don't know. I just grew. I stepped out of my comfort zone more, and I just realized nobody actually cared. It was just me. Like I just made that step out of my comfort zone, where I surrounded myself with other people, and I realized, wait, they're all on the same mission as me. Like they all want what I want. So why am I comparing? Like we're all different.
Yeah.
I just made a realization one day, and it stuck.
So you guys both have the same kind of mindset. This is actually something that I've been trying to learn about lately through this guy called Joe Dispenza. And he talks about how you can kind of get into the state where you feel untouchable. And the way that I think about it, because I always try to like bring myself into that state, is like, let's say you won the lotto, right? And you knew it was cashing in tomorrow. And, you know, so today you're driving your car, you're just driving around, and then boom, somebody crashes into you. On a normal day, you'll get out and you'll be like, you fucking idiot. But because you know you got $1 million coming in tomorrow, you just jump out, hey, you alright? Are you okay?
Yeah.
And they're like, sorry. Don't worry about it. It's all good. That kind of untouchable state, that's what I'm always trying to, like, no matter what I do, I'm trying to get into that feeling. Yeah. But it seems like you guys already have that sorted when it comes to comparing.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I feel like I'm getting to that stage because a lot of things that usually would tick me off or, you know, I react different now.
Yeah.
I react different because I guess I have my purpose. I've actually, the purpose in life, it's there.
Yeah.
You know, and I've got a hold of it now. You know, and I'm in control of it. You know, and it's not controlling me anymore.
Yeah.
And that's why I think.
And I think, you know, I think it's important to say for our listeners that, you know, you just said it took you 5 years to get your health and fitness certificate. And you've been doing Victorious for 3 years.
Yeah.
So this is not something that just happens. Like it's a journey over time, same as you.
Yeah, I agree with everything. Like that's key.
So to our listeners, like you kind of have to just work at it every day.
There's like no time. It's like a waste of time. Negativity. You just gotta try and flip everything and make it positive. Like no matter what it takes.
But don't avoid the negativity. Like you have to confront that in order to grow.
Yeah.
You know, and then like we were saying is as you grow, you know, you start to start to react at a different way. You know, you turn it into a positive.
And do you think so you guys used to actually consciously think, no, don't think about it negatively, like try and flip this into a positive, and did it just get to a point where it automatically happens?
No, I still every now and then I still have to, like, depending on what the situation is really, but like every now and then I still have to actually tell myself, okay, there's another way to look at this.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be negative. Yeah.
But I'm the same, but like it's easier for me now. Whenever something happens, I'm like, fuck, I don't give a fuck, man. You know, I've got my book now. Who are the people who matter to me, And if that person or that thing is getting to me and it's not on my book, it doesn't worry me.
Just let it go.
Yeah, just let it go.
But I'm glad that you said that you still have to talk yourself through it sometimes, because that just proves to everybody listening and to me that we can do the same thing.
It's a long journey.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so I know that both of you guys are big on comfort zones and trying to get people to break out of their comfort zone as quickly as possible. Because I know that Vic, you always, like in the videos that we've recorded for the members login, for the Victorious members, you always try to tell people as soon as you can, post up on the page.
Yeah.
As soon as you can, jump on a live training. Because when they first come into Victorious, a lot of people, they want to do it with their camera off, or they don't want to post up on the page. Why is it so important for them to do that?
It's just, I guess, what I always tell people when I talk to them, I tell them to post up on the page because, you're getting yourself out there. You're not only letting everyone know that you're here, you're letting yourself know. You're taking the extra step, I guess, just to get started. And over the years, the people that we've had thousands of people come through Victorious, and the biggest struggle that everyone had was just getting started, and just, I guess, they're just coming out of their comfort zone, and by doing that, you're making a promise with yourself, which I feel is the most important thing, that you're actually going to do this, and you actually want it.
Yeah. So once they do that, once they break through that and they show up, or they show up on the training with the camera on, or they post on the page, what changes do you see? Is it then easier for you to do your job and help that person?
Yeah, it makes it so much easier. But I guess the changes I see is they feel that vibe.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big one. Is when they feel that Victorious vibe, and it just, by just coming out, taking that step to come out of your comfort zone,
you feel better about you. It makes you want to do more. The feeling you get after you break out of your comfort zone, even just a little bit, is just so powerful that it makes you push a little bit more. You're like, hey, I didn't die. Nobody was looking at me. You realize, wait, I can actually go a little bit further, and then it's that confidence boost you get from it.
And all those thoughts that were in their mind, going in their mind, saying, fuck, I'm nervous, don't turn your camera on. As soon as they turn it on and they realize that everything they were thinking wasn't even real, then they're like, everything from then on that they think, they're like, okay, that's just going in my mind. It's easier for me to jump out and do that or do this.
It took me 10 challenges to do my first live, and it was just a Vic minute, and I didn't speak in it at all.
10 challenges?
Ages, eh? It took me ages.
Like a whole year?
Yeah. It took me ages to do a live, but I was posting videos. I'm fine with posting written stuff because I can think about it and actually make it, what I think. Whereas when I talk, sometimes I don't, it just rolls out, and sometimes it's mumbling, so I get a little bit nervous when I have to speak on camera.
Yeah. So
that was my issue, and I didn't like my voice and all that other thing, which everybody deals with. But you kind of just do it. You just do it. Get out of your head and just get it done, and you will feel amazing afterwards.
Yeah, and I guess once you take that step, which is the first step, nothing's holding you back after that.
Yeah, nothing.
Now you can actually take advantage of everything that's going on.
It gets easier.
Yeah. Your whole life, not just your health and fitness, it will change your whole life just stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. So tell us the story, Vic, of when you had to go through that. When was the time when you had to step up and go outside of your comfort zone? What was the first step?
I think the first thing was my first ever Victorious session. That's a big one. I had a lot of other things I did before that, but that was a big one. My first ever Victorious session. Fuck, that was crazy, man. Seth was saying, it's easy to write stuff up on Facebook.
Yep.
We wrote up a post on Facebook, put it on the community pages, and then we had 300 people, over 300 people engaging on it. And I was like, yeah. And then I was posting up photos of myself, on Facebook. But then it actually came to the day. Holy shit! It was man, I was sick the whole day. I wasn't even sick. I don't know. I was sick in my stomach, and then I didn't talk. I just wasn't talking to anyone around me for the whole day. And then I finally got there. I finally got to the session, and then it started to sprinkle a little bit. And in my mind, I was like, oh no, fuck, we gotta cancel the session. A little bit of rain's coming. And then it stopped. I got there, man. I was shaking. and then people started to come say what's up. And I was like, hey, you here for Victorious? I'm like, yep. I started talking to them. You know, I started to get a little bit more comfortable. The moment for me was when we circled up. There's about 40 people, and I was in the middle.
Yeah.
And like everything that I have like always wanted to do the last 5-6 years, like I was in that middle bit, in the middle, talking to him, and I was like, fuck. Like, man, this is where I'm supposed to be now. Like, this is what I've always wanted to do. And then I just bro, this energy just came over me. I was like, fuck, now it's like my time to shine.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't really think about it till now. That moment was like, I've always wanted to, like, I don't know if no one really knows this, but even growing up, you know how you grow up and you're in primary school and you want to become a fire person or want to join the police. That's like what you want to do when you grow up. But I always wanted to be a personal trainer. And in that moment.
That was the moment.
Yeah, but so you always wanted it, and then it's funny, you got what you wanted and you're like, oh shit, you had resistance to it.
Yeah.
But you were like, what, did you talk yourself through it, or you just like, you backed yourself into a corner, I have to go down?
I have to go down. I just had to go down. Because had so many people coming down. Imagine if I didn't show up.
But then you had the greatest feeling. Like you had a moment because you stepped outside your comfort zone. You got that moment where it was the greatest feeling you ever had.
Yeah, and that was like that 24 hours leading up to it, man. Everything was telling me to don't go. You know, it was holding me back. All the thoughts in my mind. And bro, I didn't realize till now like how freaking that whole 24 hours, man. Something didn't want me to go down there.
It's your mind.
Yeah.
So tell us your story, Steph.
So mine was actually my first Victoria session. I didn't get out of the car until like 1 minute to 6. And then because I could see everybody walking down there, I was like, well, there's too many people. No way, nah, go. I don't have to go. Like, no one knows if no one's seen me yet, I'll just go. But I just was like, okay, just do it, just go down there. So I went down there and I just stood in the corner by myself. I kind of was trying to make it look like I wasn't there just in case I don't know what was going to happen. Just stand by, babe. And then that was when Nate said hello. That was my first session. And then once we got through the warm-up, once we got through the session, I was like, oh my gosh, I actually, I didn't talk to many people, but I said some words. No.
Wait. You went too fast through that story. So Nate said hello.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
I freaked out and I mumbled and I didn't say anything back. I just walked away.
I remember Seth on the first one.
Yeah. So I didn't say nothing, but I also didn't know who he was then. I didn't know who anyone was. Like, I didn't realize that he was actually one of the owners of Victorious, because he didn't make it seem like that. And once I realized that, it really made me think, I'm in the right place. Like, that guy didn't even, say, hey, I'm the owner. Like, he wasn't. He was just really humble and hey, just asking me how I was and things, and yeah.
And you were super nervous. You're a completely different person now, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, she had long hair there too.
Yes.
Well, how would you answer this question? If you were your own high performance coach, what would you say to yourself back then?
I don't know, I guess what I say to people now, which is, you got this. And like, I say it all the time, and like, I have to, sometimes I'm like, I need a new word, I say that too many times. And then I'm like, but wait, every time I say it, I mean it. Like, you got this. It's like, there's no other way to say it. Like, I might say it 1,000,000 times in a session, but every single time I mean it. Like, you've got this, just keep going.
Shout out to Lissy.
All right, sweet. Well, that was a main session.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like we got some really good advice from both of you guys, and I hope that the listeners got some good advice. We'll be back next Thursday. I think we're gonna drop this on Saturday, so we'll record every Thursday, and then we'll drop the podcast every Saturday, and we'll try and get some guests on here, try and share some more stories. All right,
That was fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Told you.
Shot.
That was easy, and you guys were like had a mean flow too, both of you.